So finally, Supreme Court had allowed your plea to ban any tinted MLA MP to ban on context election whole life.
So in the petition, Ashwini had asked for two prayers and they were all combined as one prayer. That is, firstly, to start the fast track court for the trial of politicians. And the second prayer was to ban politicians for life if they get convicted. Now, I told Ashwini that the prayer as framed is not appropriately framed and it will be difficult for the court to grant relief because it will amount to legislation. So what you can do is to amend the petition and say that that section of the Representation of People Act, which is section 8 and 9, which permit a convicted person to contest election after completion of 6 years of period after release from jail, should be set aside. So if that is quashed, automatically the conviction will become for life. So when I took up the plea today in the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice first said that it is for the Parliament to decide. But when I said that it is not for the Parliament to decide because there is a case of clearly violation of the equality principle, because a public servant or even an ordinary citizen suffers the disqualification of conviction for the entire life. Why should the politician or the MLAs and MPs be given special treatment for coming back to the legislature after having served the sentence and completing 6 years thereafter? So basically, the idea is that even you may be convicted of rape, you may be convicted of dacoity, you may be convicted of prevention of money laundering or of prevention of corruption. You can contest an election after 6 years of serving the sentence. No, that is completely results in inequality in this country. And so the Chief Justice finally agreed. He permitted the amendment of the application and he has told the Solicitor General to be prepared and to hear arguments on this aspect on the next date.
What is the implication on this order Supreme Court have given today that any government want to withdraw the cases against MLAs and MPs, they must go to High Court first and take green signal or clean it from there?
So up till now, the state governments were exercising this power of 321 in a very indiscriminate way. And they were withdrawing cases of all cases against politicians which were registered by the earlier regime when the other side was in power. Now that is not correct because the withdrawal of a case should be on cogent reasons. That is, if it's a case, where a conviction will not result, or the case is not very on firm grounds, or the offence is of a small nature. So, a case simpliciter being withdrawn on the basis that the person of a political party has come to power is completely unjustified. So now this withdrawal will always be done only if the High Court approves of the withdrawal. So the state government will be obliged to give the justification. The justification will normally have to be approved by the High Court, and only thereafter there will be a question of withdrawing these cases. So I think it's a salutary provision.
Can it be implemented retrospectively?
So now, interestingly, this judgment will not be retrospective, but wherever a withdrawal has taken place in the recent past, and if somebody were to go to court, so for instance, if the victim were to go to court or the complainant in that case were to go to court and say that applying the same ratio, set aside that withdrawal, I'm sure High Court will examine those cases and grant relief in appropriate cases. So for instance, if there is a murder case or some serious offence cases and there is no political element involved, I'm sure High Courts will use this judgment and quash the orders of the state government withdrawing the cases.